What's going on, guys? We're finishing up that dreamsicle. I couldn't help it. They were talking about ice cream in the chat. It's so good. Hang on, I'm almost ready. It couldn't be helped. It couldn't be helped. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Welcome to Tuesday night. I'm going to say hi to a bunch of people. And everybody's been here for like 10 or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, hanging out. Love it that you guys get along so well and know each other so well. There's a lot of comments to scroll through. Alabama B, Lake B Living is first in the house. Hopefully she can stay up late and tune in. Gracie in the house. Thanks for sharing it out. Patty A, I'm going to skip forward. Those guys were talking a bit in Idaho. She said it's cold in Idaho. Whew. Well, if you're cold, come here. I'll get you mowing on the grass. John is a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I love it. Thank you so much. Mark Wolf in the house. Patty A. True. I would not. Oh, they're talking about trout. They're talking about trout. I love trout. Patty and Stephanie are out there fishing. Caught some trout. They look good. Surfing Dodo in the house. Thanks for coming in. Thrifty Angela in the house. Safe. I'll tell you what. I don't know if there's anything. It's harder than a kid in driver's ed, whether you're teaching them or somebody else is teaching them. Whoo, that is some risky travel. George is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. I'm Thrifty Angela. Hi. Did your son make out driving? Are you okay? Yep. Bill is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. All right, I'm going to scroll up. I think the rest was these guys talking. I'm sure I'm going to go until I'm getting picked on for the popsicle. Diana in the house. Hello from Kansas City, Missouri. I hope you didn't get any damage over there from the storm we had. We didn't have any damage. It stormed bad here. It was a little nervous. When I say a little, it's because I only woke up for a little while. I fell back asleep and probably was not awake 10 minutes. So that's the best way to get through a storm, let me tell you. But guys, there is a lot of storm activity right now in Alabama, in Kentucky, in Indiana, in Ohio, a lot of tornadoes. You guys got me turned on to Ryan Hall, y'all. And he is a YouTuber. And like literally there's 100,000 people watching him right now, keeping an eye on these tornadoes. So pray for those states, for those, I think Michigan has been added. Pray for all those states. And then here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. ish, we're supposed to get hit with some tornado warnings, watches, high thunderstorms. So I actually had a client that was going to come today for a diesel heater install, not diesel, but petrol. And I reached out to them because we're supposed to get hit pretty bad tomorrow. I didn't want them to be in their van down at the campground. So yeah, delayed that just a little bit. My thumb keeps clicking on messages, guys. Folk of the Forest in the house. I should have said hi to you a minute ago. All right, I'm scrolling. I'm hurrying. JNR is in the house. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good night. Chocolate with peanut butter for me. We're talking about ice cream now. I may supply cyber wine support for Angela. Oh, that's a good one. We have heard from Kaylee. We have heard from Cindy. Rusty is in the house. Good to have you, Rusty, as a Patreon, and good to meet you on Sunday. I love it when the people can come and make that Sunday meeting and get all their van build questions answered in a more personal level. Ask away if you have questions here, QQQ, and then your question. Some people do SSS. If you need to do SOS, that's fine too. Okay, now I thought Helen was My kids always said, shake my head. I thought she was shaking her head at Rusty, but I think she meant same here. So you gotta love all the little acronym things for words now. Texan Lulu in the house. Good to see you. It was nice meeting everybody. Thrifty Angela, a member for 37 months. Whoo! Do you believe that? 3 years. That's incredible. I'm not driving tonight. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Where are you at? Oh, you're always driving on Tuesday night. All right. Well, Deborah is in the house. Good to see my friend. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna make sure. Annette is in the house. Hey, it's already Tuesday. Annette, I'm just gonna shout you out. And I apologize if you don't want to be shouted out, but May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm just going to say, I probably have some mental health issues, but I probably cope a little bit different than other people. But Annette did a video this weekend. It's pretty raw, emotion wise. If you guys don't follow Annette's Fantees, she just did a video. It was a tough video to make, but all because we don't talk about mental health doesn't mean that it's not an issue, and it's an issue for a lot of people. So pray for people with mental health, not only in May, but always. But stand up for putting that raw material out there and making yourself vulnerable. Donna's Road Trips, good to see you. Saying hello to everybody. Corn Dog Caravan in the house. We were just talking about you guys. I know your ears were ringing, praying for your dad, praying for you guys out there. Hope everything is good. And thanks for dropping in. Let's see here. Desert Deb in the house saying hi to everybody. Appreciate you. All right, guys. All right, we gotta get going. Mo Bang is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I am behind on your videos. I know. Nancy Bear, greetings from Tejas. All right. Unless that was an accident. I think it was on purpose. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Linda Barker is in the house. Linda, I sent you a message. Just praying for you guys in Ohio. Hope that you are safe from the storms. I appreciate you being here. If you need to go, like you stay safe out there. I know that the weather is sketchy in Ohio right now. Debbie Conan in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I feel like I need a Debbie Conan and Folk of the Forest visit. They're the two that live the closest to me. I feel like I could just use a big group hug. That would be fantastic. Still on a tiny phone. Do forgive me for not tagging. Hi, y'all. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for reaching out to me. Jerry is in the house. Jerry. Tim is in the house saying hi to everybody. Good to see you, my friend. All right, guys, I got to hurry up and get done saying hi to everybody. We lost another town, Barnsdall, last night. It was leveled. One soul lost. Prayers for them. That wasn't in New Hampshire, was it? Because Barnsdall, was that one of the Oklahoma ones? Because I was watching them last night too. I probably need to not, I've got it on my screen right now. And they were talking about a lady or someone that was stuck underneath their house. And I'll tell you what, prayers. I am loving all the rain. My grass looks phenomenal out here. The storms are scary. I don't have a storm shelter. I just have my shop. I stayed in my van. I almost feel like I'm safer under the awning in my van. Tonight I think I'm gonna stay in the office. But yeah. Lots of prayers. I stopped at Papa Vito's and got their delicious roast beef dip. Delicious. I treated myself. I have enough lunch for tomorrow. Oh, that's so awesome. You always have hugs. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right, guys. I think I'm caught up. It is only not 8:10 and I'm caught up. Oh, Today was an odd day. I had to go do laundry, had to wash all my sheets and all my blankets and everything. We work in the shop, and you go to bed at night, and you clean up as much as you can, but you gotta hit that laundromat every now and then. Um, and so yeah, so yeah, laundry day, and then mowed grass today, and I'm trying to get stuff done before my surgery next week. Um, and Mother's Day this weekend, hoping to get to see my kids. But all those Okies, yep, all those Okies in need, absolutely. Um, let's see here. So it was really a chore day. I will give you an update on Jane's van. Jane is in the house, and I know she's on the East Coast. I know she stays up late at night because I'll send her a text message, and she'll get it at like 11 o'clock, and I send it at 9 or send it at 8 or whatever. So Jane has running water. She has a gray tank that I only said 15 bad words installing it. Um, it could not be helped. And so a gray tank, running water, and no leaks. And we are wrapping up her van. It is exciting. So it looks so good. I've been sharing pictures with her, and I think she's pretty excited. So looking good, looking so good. Hello from Linda and Dave, who enjoyed. Oh, hey, thanks for coming up to the stream. Guys, I think there's some tornado warnings in Michigan. So I'm talking to Linda and Dave. They were Harvest hosts. They stopped by. And Patty A, they've got a road trek. So I told them on Facebook there's a road trek group. But those guys came. They were in Missouri at some of the local state parks here and stopped by Harvest Host. They got poured on all night, half the morning. And anyway, they are visiting Missouri. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the state, and always good to have a hangout with my Harvest Host people. Jane said she's very excited. Yeah, Dave and Linda saw the van. They liked it. Linda, the meetup is at Frederick Clam. Oh yeah, did she ask about the meetup? You need some goats to cut your grass. Oh, I know. You know what? The neighbors have sheep. I love watching them just eat all the grass. But yeah. No goats here. I really can't. I'm gonna think that a lot of you guys can agree with me. I don't have time for wildlife, for livestock out here. I got room. I don't have time. Although it would save me time mowing the grass. The grass looks so good, and the goats would not do what I want them to do. But no doubt they would really take care of it for me. If somebody would just loan me a goat when I have surgery, I would do that. Just got this job done. There you go. Yep. Our worst weather is coming in now. Hope it just stays as thunderstorms. That is Michigan as well. So yeah. Good sleeping weather, and love Missouri. Yay. Yeah, it was good. I'll tell you what, it's good sleeping weather. And when it storms like that, and you're just laying there by a window, don't you just want to stay in bed? Like, honey, get my coffee. I just don't even want to get out of bed. Hey guys, if you have any van build questions, any van life questions, please put them in the chat. We got a couple weeks of ice cream talk, potty talk, not potty mouth talk, but potty talk, composting toilets and such. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat, QQQ, SSS, SOS, and I'll get to them. Otherwise, we're reading comments. Chicken soup days, absolutely. Walked the dog around the block in the pouring rain this morning. Oh, no, Maddie doesn't like the pouring rain. I'm telling you, she could probably go 18 hours without going potty if it's raining outside. No, I'm not going out. Like, yay. Tim Tim, that is no rumor. It's a fact, Jack. Oh, we got to go back and read that. We got to read that. I missed it. All right. Scrolling. He may have to put it again. I'm not seeing a comment from Tim unless it's too far down. Oh, Mobang. Spring rolls for me. Yeah. What have people found for the best traveling apps? I use I'm gonna mess it up now. I was gonna say Gut Hooks, but that's a hiking app. I'm gonna pull it up right now for you because I think it starts with a B. Somebody's gonna beat me to it. The best app. It's not Boondockers Welcome. What am I thinking of? iOverlander. iOverlander is a real good one. I think that's the one I was thinking about. The thing that I like about iOverlander is that when you open up the app, it's going to show you all the places that has been stayed at that, and and the people leave comments on there. I stayed here April 30th. It was quiet. Owner said it was no problem, whatever. What is the max number of miles you would get on a used van? Miles you would get on a used van. If I was going to buy a used van, and I honestly, for me, probably 125, maybe 150. A lot of these vans, you can get 200,000 miles out of it. If it's a diesel engine, a lot of times they say you can get 300,000 miles out of them. I think I'd be plenty fine with like 125 for sure. Honestly, if there's going to be problems, they're probably going to have them before then. Just when you get it, get a tune up, maybe have your mechanic look at it before you buy it. If it's on the East Coast or in the Midwest, get on the ground, crawl underneath that thing and look for rust. That engine may be fine. It may be a rust bucket underneath it. We use god-awful salt in the Midwest for ice because we don't know how to drive in ice. Get on the ground, crawl underneath there and look. No diesel for me. I don't disagree with that. It's expensive. It's hard to find someone to work on it. My sister just bought a brand new engine for her ambulance, $24,000. No, thank you. She was not too happy, but loves the activity. Oh, absolutely. Crafty Travelers in the house. Good to see you, Lonnie. Yes, it's good to read the recent comments. It helps. Absolutely. Because some of the places, like, they might have someday been, oh yeah, you can stay there, and now they're not. So good to get some of the places that have the most recent feedback. And if you stay there, please leave feedback because we really, we need to know. Problem is I can't find anything local. I know people buy out of state. How are you comfortable doing that? Absolutely. And I know that there has been people that, like, they will have they'll have them take it to a mechanic and talk to the mechanic. I know somebody that we were talking about that the other day. A guy wanted to buy a Jeep, flew his grandson to go look at it and look it over first before they bought it. So buying something out of state is tough. I can tell you Les and Bernadette's van is for sale, Atlas. And she's had a lot of communication with people. They ask her all kinds of questions. Can you send me all kinds of pictures? And, a lot of it is trust. There might be an instance where you're going to fly out to California, and once you get there and look at it, you're like, yeah, no, but it's tough. It's tough. But if I had to buy a $200 or $300 plane ticket, to look at it, it would be better than buying a $50,000 van and it have issues. So We lived in St. Louis and bought out of North Carolina. It was a dealership deal and it worked out. I too bought my van out of North Carolina. It was like Hendersonville, North Carolina. Never saw it. It was supposed to be brand new. I can tell you when I got it, there was 3,000 miles on it. That's like not even a demo. That's not even like the dealer drove it a little bit. This van was used, and when it got to me, it was wrecked. Somebody had bumped into something or had been rear-ended. So, but I can tell you, the dealer made it right. You're probably best to go with a dealer because dealers, they've got that reputation. You can hotline them. They're going to work with you, even if they have to eat a little bit of money. I found mine on Facebook. Absolutely. Desert Deb, member for 15 months. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. That's crazy. That's good. The dealer made it right. They did. And so what happened was somebody had to have used that van. So when I bought it, the paperwork that went to my bank said it had 15 miles on it. So I knew when I got it, it was going to have 615 miles. So when, thank God, we were walking around the van and Kelly noticed that the back bumper had a crack in it. Well, then we started inspecting it more. And he was like, this did not happen in transport, which I get it. I mean, the guy's like, holy crap. But, you go into a restaurant and you don't know. But I will tell you, upon inspection, more in depth, somebody used that van to move something heavy. And when they were moving whatever it was or hauling whatever it was, it had to have slid, like they hit the brakes and it slid forward. The jack box under the passenger seat was shattered. There was a mark on both the passenger and the driver's seat. So where the guy drove it, whoever was driving it, had Bluetooth their phone. Jessica or Melissa or whatever her name was had synced her. She had it so long, she synced her phone to the Bluetooth. And on the driver's seat, you know how some guys will have a wallet and it's got a chain or maybe a pocket knife? Something was rubbing on that driver's seat for a long time. So we took pictures of everything. The dealership made it right. And yeah. They tried to we'll give you $1,500. And I was like, you cannot fix that bumper for $1,500. So I said, I want it fixed by the dealer. I want to take it to St. Louis and I want them to fix it and you pay the bill, because I bought a van that had 12 miles on it or 15 miles on it. And the paperwork is at the bank to prove it. So, yep. So they made it right, but I did have to stand my ground. So they got everything fixed, and I'll just share it with you guys because we're 24 minutes in. A lot of people that watch the replay watch 15 minutes or so. So it's the deal we are like, no, it's a used vehicle. And if you Kelly Blue Book this with the miles, it's technically been wrecked. It was blue booking $3,000 less. They wrote me a check for $3,000. Matter of fact, I think it was $3,300. So bait and switch. What's bait and switch? What's bait and switch? I don't know stuff like this. I don't know. Howdy, everyone. Picked up the cargo trailer today and now in a hotel for the night. Only 5 more hours to home. Where are you guys at? Where'd you pick? Do you pick it up in Pennsylvania or something? I hope you're not in Ohio. They're getting terrible storms right now. I bought my 2023 Transit from Offenburg in O'Fallon. Yep. Offenburg, I will tell you, I'm from O'Fallon, Illinois. My kids all grew up in Freeburg. It's right by, it's 20 minutes from O'Fallon. My ex-husband was a O'Fallon, Illinois policeman. So, matter of fact, my Jeep came from Offenburg. Anyway, they're a good dealership. Good dealership. That's good. You noticed the damage. Amen. Because you know what would have happened if that guy would have left. It would have been, oh no, you signed it. So thank God. I got my van via private sale on RV Trader, had a great experience. See, there you go. And I'm telling you, if you talk to somebody on the phone, if you're communicating with them a little bit, don't you get like a vibe that you kind of get a sense of something doesn't seem right? Bernadette's been talking with someone and she's like, yeah, I just don't know. Good, don't go. You know what I mean? It's a sign. So you get a vibe. So I get a lot of customers that just come here hoping, they'll send me money and thinking, you know what, I can trust her. They got a good vibe, that kind of thing. You'll know if you don't get a good vibe. I've had clients where it's like, I do not want their project. I'm not, no way, shape, nope, gonna deny, and that's, you get a vibe, follow it. Let's see here. Everybody's saying nice. I have small dents on the inside, from the inside out, from previous owner didn't secure freight on my van. Absolutely. They switched vehicles on you. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't think so, because when they sent everything to my bank, they had to send the VIN number, and the VIN numbers match. I think Fannie Mae had 3 miles on her when she got to you, Johnny. I think so, if that. Yep. I know she had like 1,000 by the time she left. That was a good time. You can get a red 2023 Transit mid-roof from Offenburg for $46,000. I'll tell you what, isn't that crazy? I got that. I get it because it's the times. 46,000. I know where you can get a ProMaster already built out for just a tad more than that. But with the new vehicle, you do have a warranty. You gotta like that. Bait and switch means baiting, advertising something, and then absolutely got it. Yeah, I didn't. It didn't click right off the bat. We couldn't get the O'Fallon, Missouri dealership to work with us, which is why we went to North Carolina. This was 2017. I actually went to my sister was looking for a van. We went to that O'Fallon dealership, O'Fallon, Missouri dealership. And she tried to get a van first, and it was crazy because they're registered as commercial, and getting a commercial loan was not, she couldn't do it. So yeah, yep. Are you in Illinois, Rusty? Are you in Illinois? Are you close to there? Of course, you can buy it unseen. Les and Bernadette, they're traveling. They're all over. They ordered theirs from St. Louis so that they could pick it up and bring it right to me. So you can check with any dealerships to find them. 6 cents, gut feelings. Absolutely. Absolutely. Trust your gut. Absolutely. Brand spanking new. Yep. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the guy was it smelled so new. It was cool. My van had a fixed upper cargo door accident. You can still see the dent, but it got 5,000 off compared to the almost exact van. It is. And she was here. She got some windows installed. It's not much damage at all, and $5,000 discount. I'll take it. Oh, in Texas. You could always fly in. Patty and Tim twinning but not. Yep. That's cool. We picked the cargo trailer up from Douglas, Georgia. We decided to also go to Florida and see the family since we were so close. Cool. And I guess you took the van. Took the van to go down there. Deborah, that was my thought. Twins. Tim and Patty A. Tim A, Patty A are siblings. So it was tough to get a loan and insurance on a commercial transit. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not easy. I'll tell you, one of the things that I hear a lot of people, and that's why when Gracie got hers so easy, I was like, it might be worth domiciling in Texas to go through the Texas insurance, because I've never heard of it being so easy. Because in Illinois, Missouri, New York, who else have I done? Ohio, Virginia. I mean, to tell you, the hoops are incredible. So the MSRP on my 2023 ProMaster 23 was 46. Now the 24 is 57. Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. $10,000. That's crazy. What's the best fire resistant insulation for the floor instead of foam board? Absolutely. Great question. Foam, rigid insulation, spray foam insulation is very flammable. I did a video on them, and I would be surprised if anybody didn't say, oh my goodness, that just, whew. So Thinsulate and Havelock wool are very, very fire resistant. It honestly, they don't flame, they just melt. So obviously your van has a ton of wood in it, or plastics or whatever it is that you use. But insulation, if the insulation, like I put a bulkhead in several builds now, two, or I think two. It's a wall of insulation. So if the engine compartment starts fire, they got to get through that Thinsulate, and I'm telling you, it ain't happening, because that Thinsulate is watch that video, because I did not have it was not gonna burn. So, and so rigid foam, not only does it catch fire and burn, it also, the toxins that come off of it, I can't tell you how many comments were like, put a mask on or whatever. So yep. And then spray foam, the problem with spray foam is these vans, when you push on the sidewall, the roof, I'm telling you what, you will be like so shocked at the gauge of steel that they use. It is so thin, so thin. So you put that spray foam in there and it expands, and it has nowhere to go but out. It's going to push out on your van. So spray foam, not a fan. It causes too much damage to a perfectly good van. That video was shocking. So many people use the spray foam. It's scary. That spray foam is flammable. But with like a lot of, I'm just saying, when the company made that, they didn't make it like, oh, I wonder if people would use it in their car or in their van. It's to seal gaps in a home, to prevent rodents, to prevent air, to insulate around windows. It's for residential use before van life. So flammable, I mean, your entire house is built of wood. If you use a little bit of that insulation around the windows, the benefit is gonna far exceed the flammable, risks. So that's my opinion as a non-residential construction expert. Let's see here. Just sent the paperwork off to have the bus registered as an RV. So cool. So cool. Congratulations, Tommy. Congratulations. The bus is so incredible. I hope someday I get to see it. I love it. I love it. Gary, demand on the ProMaster has gone up. Hard to get a new Ford, and good response to updates. I'll tell you what. Les and Bernadette had a transit ordered. Some family had a transit ordered. The wait for a transit is incredible. The best thing that you can do is talk to a couple of dealerships And if they've got anybody that has a transit ordered, get on their list. And hey, if they cancel their order, I want that van. And I know somebody stayed here at a Harvest Host, and she got a transit trail because somebody had ordered it and then canceled. So they want to push new ones, or they have ones that have been rode pretty hard. I'm going to get out and talk to some people this weekend. And there's benefits of buying new. One is the financing is typically better. The warranty is better. You know what it hasn't been. There's no wear and tear on it. So there are benefits of a new, but with that comes the price tag. So unfortunately, no to spray foam, especially in the Northeast. Yep. Lucky to get a trail. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, the transit trail it's hard to get. And Ford, and they were actually putting some pressure on the dealerships. Why are people having to wait so long? But when a lot of the parts are made overseas, or the vans are made overseas and they are imported in, and we tweak a few things, it takes time. When do you have time to help me put in my floor on a weekend in the near future? Yeah, Helen, just contact me. We'll make it happen. Not the 15th through the 20th. You can come out Mother's Day if you're not busy. I think my kids are coming out Saturday. Yeah. Tell your kids to come out. Tell them that's what you want for Mother's Day. They can help. Thanks, Angela. Trying not to get too excited. You know how DMVs are. The best thing that you can do is go to your state guidelines. Look at the guidelines on what your bus or van, SUV, whatever, needs to qualify as an RV. In Missouri, it's like a black tank, a permanent bed, a fixed a kitchen, a stove. You had to have a permanent stove. Like all my van builds, when the HOA was giving me problems, I couldn't register them as RVs if I wanted to. So, yep. Lena's in the house. Good to see you staying up late on the East Coast. I totally get it. It took me 3 months just to schedule a driver's license test for my son. Yeah. I didn't even realize that. Gracie needed some paperwork for the DMV, and I was like, I don't go to Farmington. I haven't been away from the shop except to do laundry in I don't know how many days. And she's like, "Oh, I can't miss my appointment." I had no, in Illinois, Missouri, we just go up there. You just go up there. You take a little ticket, and sometimes it's a 30-minute wait, but not much more than that. Check with AAA to see if they can help. Absolutely. I heard that the transit trail is manufactured in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm not 100% sure about that. It sounds like it could be. Some of these things I should know as a builder, but I don't, people bring me vans and I build them. I would be willing to bet, though, that a lot of that stuff is it's made out of the country and shipped in. I could 100% be wrong about that. The ProMaster I know to be a fact. And then it comes to like Panama or Mexico somewhere, and they finish it, and then they get it to us, and then we do a couple of things, and that's how it is. Which Yanaka roof rack do you recommend? Have until mid-June to get some stuff done. The Yanaka rack that I like the best, and I know Jane is probably still in here, but they've got a rack that's like HSL or HS. It's got panels on it. I'll take a picture of it. And then they've got a rack that's just 80/20 extrusion aluminum. And I'm a fan of it. I mean, it's an easy install. It's cheaper. It's lighter. The 80/20 roof rack. And don't order it because I can get it cheaper. I can get it for you several hundreds of dollars cheaper. And then I make my money on the install. So that way I don't have to pay Missouri sales tax on it. So it's beating the system. I have State Farm too. I have State Farm. Of course, Road Trek is also already designated RV. Absolutely. My insurance sent me a letter that they would not insure my van. I got coverage with Romy a lot cheaper. State Farm will insure it. State Farm is easy. AAA may not cover a converted van. They didn't cover mine. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You're probably talking about AAA roadside assistance. I have State Farm in California, and mine was State Farm. There you go. State Farm is easy. Yes, we have the Ford Motor Factory for vans and trucks. There you go. There you go. Love the trail. Just watched Build Weight Closely. Less payload available with the additional mechanics. I did not know that. I did not know that. Do you guys know? And I should. I've got a piece of paper. I should look it up. Matter of fact, you know the mid-roof Transit 150, the payload is not a lot different than the normal Transits. I was totally surprised. You can't even, okay, yep. Can't even schedule an appointment earlier than 90 days at the DMV. That's crazy. Your state has a problem. We walk into the DMV, 30 minutes later, we're done. Here in Missouri, in order to take the driver's test, you have to make an appointment with the Highway Patrol. It used to not be that way. It was for Deja. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's because my baby is 24 years old. My kids haven't needed a DMV in a while. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, says Mark Wolf. Thank you, my friend. Working with the system. Absolutely. Absolutely. I work for State Farm. There you go. You should be proud. With the DMV, you just walk in. There you go. AAA to help with the DMV stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. My local Victron dealer is a van builder, and Mercedes wants him to jump through too many hoops in order to be on their upfitter list. Are you an upfitter list that doesn't void a warranty on a new? No. I'm gonna have to say no. Yeah, I don't do anything with the engine. The only thing I don't touch the alternator. I don't touch anything except for the battery on a car. And well, when I install a fuel tank, I put a clip on the fuel pump. I can tell you, I've had several vans go to the dealers for their routine, whatever, and my inverter was hooked up to the van and there was zero problems. But other than that, I don't mess with the engines. I don't want to mess with the engines. Yeah. Yep. I also have State Farm insurance, and they give 6 months to convert it to make it a camper van and RV insurance later. Cool. That's cool. Brian is in the house saying hi to everybody. Good to see you, friend. I knew it probably was family. State Farm agent would not insure my van as an RV, and I called another State Farm agent and they said no problem. That's weird. That's weird. I have really sent a lot of people to State Farm because it's so easy. It's so easy. You send them pictures, you send them a list of what you got in your van. I just did it for Les and Bernadette. We put everything that's in their van, totaled it all up, and they just wanted insured for the contents in the van for that amount, and easy peasy. So you wouldn't put a DC to DC charger on an alternator. No, I do. I put the DC to DC charger off the battery. I'm telling you, there's so many people out there, when they say DC to DC charger, they're not connecting it to the alternator. They're connecting it to either a bus bar that's by the battery, or the battery, or a Yeah, but it's not actually connected to the alternator on so many of them that I see videos that says connecting DC to DC to alternator, and they're not connecting it to the alternator. They're connecting it to the battery. So, and I can tell you, mine's 3 years, Les and Bernadette's 3 years, Patty's 2 years. I mean, I've had this same setup for a long time, and zero problems, except for Gracie's, and hers is a Blue Eddy issue. It's her Blue Eddy. It's my understanding, unless your builder out person can put an RV emblem on the build, it's not insurable as a build out. That's not true. That's not true, because I have sent appraisals to, I'm going to say 8 insurance companies, as I am a Midwest Van Builders LLC. I've got a license, an EIN number, and whoever's telling you that, I mean, depending on that, what insurance company, but I have sent official appraisals to at least 8 of my builds, or sent them with the owners, like in an email. That is very weird. It's not up to the agent. Underwriting should not be different from agent to agent. Maybe your agent just knew how to dot the I's and cross the T's to pass it underwriting. Yep. It's connected underneath the driver's seat on the post that's meant for uplifting. Exactly. That's how I do it. That's exactly how I do it. It's not but if the person that connects it is approved by the car dealer manufacturer, you can void your warranty. I'm an LLC. I have done it many times. I mean, I probably have connected 20 of them, and I've had Patty A had to have some work done on her van. Not Patty A, Patty C. Les and Bernadette are going tomorrow. They've already been. I've had several van companies. I'm an official business. I'm not, a retired nurse with just an RN license. I have a business LLC. I am a garage. I have garage keeper insurance. Yeah, we'll pay for tow if I need it. Not necessarily. It's state dependent. There you go. Yeah, I don't know about other states, but I have my license to do a business. I have my garage keeper's insurance. Yeah. So I can tell you, there's a lot of DIY vans out there that are getting insurance with no problem. And some of the pictures that have been sent to me, the fact that the van didn't already burn down, and they've got insurance. I don't know. What state are you registering and insuring in? Yeah, Judy, what are you in Texas? Just Judy. Oh, she was out in Arizona. No. She's Arizona, California. Yeah, no. Is that a minivan? Are you doing a minivan? What, is that a minivan? I can't remember now. I'm a retired nurse with no nursing license because I'm retired. I love it. Lynn Oakey in the house. Lynn, I hope you are safe from all the storms in Oklahoma. My prayers go out to you guys. I know that it was devastating last night. So glad you are here, and I presumably doing well. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, insurance is, in just talking insurance is, I think person by person by company. See, I haven't let the guy hook up the DC to DC charger, but what I want to know is that if something does go wrong, are you the builder? Are you the builder responsible for the damages, or do you have to fight it out? Well, let's just talk about this. If you have someone put on a DC to DC charger that you're concerned about, make sure that they're using a big enough wire, and make sure that it's fused with the proper fuse. If those two things are okay, then you shouldn't have any issues. These cars are out on the street all the time. When fires happen, it's like things are overheating, things are, maybe the post on the battery is loose. If you have it done and you get it back and the wire is the right size, it's fused to the right size as opposed to the correct amperage, they're safe. That's why everyone is doing them. Now, if your van caught fire and the insurance adjuster saw that it was the cable that goes from the battery to the DC to DC charger that created the fire, I guarantee you that your insurance company is going to go after the builder. And that is why we have an LLC, Garage Keepers Insurance. Our insurance company is going to pay that out. So when my insurance company said, how much, when your van leaves here, on average, how much do those vans cost? I gave them a high number. I gave them a 6-digit number. I want to make sure if something happens to their van that I did, that there are no, the builder only had $20,000 insurance. I am insured through my LLC and through my Garage Keepers. But if you ever have anybody work on your van and they're doing electrical and you're concerned that they might not be knowing what they're doing, that's a red flag. Don't go to somebody that they know what they're doing. When they're done, how many amps am I getting through there? If you multiply that by 125%, does the fuse match? Does the breaker match? Whatever they're using. Be on that as a owner. Is it the right wire? Is it the right fuse? And you're going to be good. Every now and then, you're driving down the road in a moving earthquake. Once a year, twice a year, check your lines. Make sure everything is tight. So, and you're not going to have a problem. Electrical scares the bejeebies out of me. I know. For you, Johnny, you're one smart cookie. Oh, yay. Thank you. You know what? There is so much that I am still learning. I share with you guys what I know. I am not an expert, but I know that if you don't know and you're working with wiring, don't do it. And if you like, hey, I got this, no problem. Just make sure you're using the right wire and the right fuse. Those are the two number one problems. And things wiggling loose, creating heat, just like in the California ladies. Just watch it. Moving earthquake. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that trailer that Tim hauls, I don't know when he gets to where he's going, how anything would stay put. Back in the Utah desert. I just want a 4,000 watt power supply. You don't need a 4,000 watt power supply. You want a 4,000 watt hour power supply. That would be sweet. 4,000 watt hours. That's it. That's a nice setup. 2,000 watt inverter for most applications are more than enough. If you love to cook, get a 3,000 watt inverter. Other than that, a lot of people think they need a big inverter so that their electrical system is perfect. And that's not it. It's how much storable power can you get? Like 800 amp hour, like the dream, 600, 800 amp hours. You're talking about a nice setup, I think Les and Bernadette have 510 amp hours. All right. So I did my own electrical. I'm pretty sure I did it right. Maybe I need you to inspect my system when I come up in September. Sounds good. Sounds good. I've looked at some electrical setups before, and I said, I was in Arizona, and I said, I don't know what's wrong with your setup, but I know it's not right. This and this and this is not right. I had another lady that she couldn't figure out her thing. It didn't take 2 minutes, and I was like, you can't do this. So yeah, I'm exaggerating. No, 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 no. It's not the exaggeration. It's not. I'm saying, um, when you're dreaming about your setup, dream in amp hours or watt hours, not in watt use, the watts. Most people, you might plug a heater in or a induction cooktop 1600, so 2000, 3000 watt inverter if you love to cook and you got 3 irons in the fire. Linda, yes, so many options on these vans now because they're aware of the Class B market. The Class B market is blown up. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't go to an RV electrician who has never heard of DC to DC who charges $150 an hour. Been there, got a refund. I remember that well. Thank God you know what you're doing, Johnny. I am so confident in having you as my builder. Oh, I love that. My builder is an architect, a Victron dealer, and van builder. Sounds good to me. That sounds like somebody that you shouldn't have any problem with. I mean, honestly. And, don't hesitate. Get a monitor. Monitor your stuff. The batteries have temperature probes on them. It's going to, if you've got a Victron system, I mean, honestly, Victron's the best, in my opinion, on if you have unlimited income, go Victron. Go Victron. Yeah. And you're going to know the temperature. You're going to know everything. You're going to pull up an app. It's going to tell you everything about your setup. So that's why I like the power banks that I use a lot. Something goes wrong, I promise you, that battery is going to shut down. It's going to alarm way before any, like, oh, hey, something doesn't seem right. It's going to alarm. It's going to shut itself down. Let's see here. I want a mini split for my fur babies. I don't know about a mini split for a van build. The bus that Tommy has, it works out great because she could put the the outside unit underneath the van, underneath the bus. Mini splits are big and take up a lot of room. They're heavy. EcoFlow has the Wave 2. I've done a couple of those now. It might be a good way to go, especially if you do the EcoFlow Pro. We were trying to get some links to share with you guys. They are having sales right now on the EcoFlow. If you're interested in one, hang tight. I might be able to get some affiliate links and get you some discounts. Email me and then I will send it. Helen just sent that to me tonight. I tried to sign up. I was using my phone and it wasn't working. Let's see here. I cook just fine on my butane burners. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you guys are out there and you're wanting to do van life and you want to cook, the butane is just the way to go. It's just incredibly easy. It's incredibly accessible. It cooks well. I mean, and the last thing you want to do is drive all day, get to where you're going at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, get your induction cooktop out and use 16 or 1100 watts using to make a meal. It's just a battery drainer. 3,000 watt inverter with, no, wait a minute, 15,000 watt hours of battery? Oh, bejeebies, that's a lot. Johnny, how is Kelly doing? Kelly is at work tonight. She's doing good. We've had a lot of rain. She's been working. I'm going home. I'm not going to go home for Mother's Day. I think my kids are going to come down here and help, but Yeah, Johnny is good at what she does. I'm trying. I promise you guys, there's so much. Every build, I learn new stuff. If I say something and you don't understand it, please get with an expert. My builds, the electrical system is simple. I worked with Sean when he came down. Look at my hair. I worked with Sean when he came down. We did the batteries, the inverter, the solar controller, everything. It worked out phenomenal. That's my second full setup that I did. Plus my red van had it. And there's a lot to learn. But I have a Blue Eddy AC 200 Max and just ordered an EcoFlow Wave 2 for AC and heat. Sweet. I like my Dutch oven for cooking. Absolutely. I love somebody that stayed here at my campground, I guess, left me a flat iron for Sorry about that, guys. It dropped. I lost internet. I was surprised as you were. Hope it isn't a storm. Me either. Me either. It is 9 o'clock though. I'm sorry I kept you guys past. If you guys have any other questions, 54321. Yeah. Gone too soon. Yep. I don't know what happened. Lost Wi-Fi. Um Sorry about that. So I think that's coming back up. Flat iron, flat line, flat iron, flat line. That's funny. You got to let us know about the flat iron. It's coming back. Why it's not? Let me see here. Are we back? Can somebody tell me if you see me? The flat iron, someone left it at the campground and it's flat, it's big, it's like probably 10 inches, 11 inches. They left it down there by where we've got a park campfire ring, and it is flat iron on one side, a griddle on the other, and I guess somebody gifted it to us. So yeah, sweet deal, sweet deal. So yeah. Bye, Debbie. Bye, Deb. Tell Deja hi for us. Yep. All right, guys. It is 9:03. I'm gonna hit the shower, and great for pancakes. Absolutely. We will be. Sorry, I kicked the cord. Yep. Somebody kicked the cord. The Starlink really has been doing okay for the live streams, for the Zoom meetings. So far, so good. Guys, I'm going to end this with a big shout out to all my channel members, all my Patreons. I appreciate all your extra support that you do for the channel. Once it stops rolling, I will just kind of wave goodbye. We'll end it. Guys, if you're in the path of the storms, we're praying for you. If you've got any prayer requests, please drop them down. And if you don't mind, just a blanket prayer for me is appreciated. I got surgery. I got stuff going on. A blanket prayer request would be fantastic. And happy Mother's Day to all you moms. And I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna play this stinking video, and then I'm gonna say goodbye. Take care, guys.